I suppose in a way the first 5 years in London were kind of an apprenticeship. You know, it's like being a junior. I had to learn a lot. I had to learn about the big city, really. When I came out of that record deal, things started to become more interesting. The manager I had at the time had a phone call from Detroit, from Tamla Motown, saying, "We've heard this girl, Kiki Dee, and we'd like to fly her over here and do some recording." I remember him telling me one day, and I said, "Oh, come on, you know, you're joking, you know." And he said, "No, really, they want you to go over there and do an album." So I said, "Okay, I'll go." And it was really exciting, you know, to be going to America. And not only that, but to be recording with Motown. It was just amazing. I met Stevie Wonder in the lift one day. I met Marvin Gaye in the studio. I met the Four Tops. It was just bliss for me, because I'd been the biggest Tamla Motown fan through the 60s. They made some great records. It was a very exciting trip. And although the album didn't do very, very well, I just wouldn't have missed it for the world. It was great. I did cabaret then for a while. I went to South Africa. I went to Rhodesia. In fact, I supported the Peddlers in South Africa on a concert tour. So I did as much work as I could, you know, until I got another record deal. Because I'd come out, Motown had been my second record company, and I was only 22. And it just hadn't worked out right. So I did this cabaret work. I went to Australia for 6 weeks and supported the Bachelors. Where I must tell you, I did the worst gig of all time. It was the worst experience of my life. I did a Sunday morning stag show after the stripper in a Sydney club with the curtains wide open. And I sang Bridge Over Troubled Water. So it was a nightmare, you know. But I was earning some money, you know, and so I was getting by. In 1972, I approached a gentleman called John Reed, who was label manager for Tamla Motown. I was kind of a bit desperate about my career, and I went to John and I said, "Have you got any ideas, you know, what I should do now?" And he said, "Well, actually, I've just started managing an artist called Elton John, and we're starting a record label. And they asked me to join Rocket." I suppose, really, 1973 was a turning point for me. I was working with people of my own age, my own generation. Because the people before that had always been much older than me, you know? And I'd always been kind of doing what I thought they wanted me to do. And the name change and the hair change, you know, and the image thing. So suddenly I was allowed to actually find within myself and, you know, get communication with people my own age. So it was great, and I really had a lot of fun at that time. And Amoureuse, of course, was a hit in '73. It got to number 13 in the charts. And it was fantastic to, you know, to finally have a hit after 9 years of recording. I carried on with Elton. I worked with him a lot. I toured with him twice in America. I supported him on major concerts in the States. We did a great 10-week tour of America in '74, when I've Got the Music in Me was a hit. It was fantastic. We had a private plane, traveled all around the States. We'd stay for like a week in one place and just fly out each day to the concert and come back to the hotel. And we had 10 days off in Hawaii. I had a ball. And of course, I met the first big love of my life at that time, who was in Elton's band. That was Davy Johnston. It was just a great time, very exciting.
Strands of light upon a bedroom floor change the night through an open door. I'm awake, but this is not my home. For the first time, I'm not alone. touch another skin. Breathing out as he is breathing in. Deep inside I feel my soul